All right, y'all. It is Friday. Just got back from El Baño. There's my baby right there, looking all nice and dirty like, ooh, yeah. Let's track back over to where we're working at. Spin around. I'm not trying to track backwards the whole way. Start. Alrighty. So yep, it's kind of been one of those days where I was, whoa, fuck me. Holy shit. That's why you gotta be careful on this fucking site, because little holes like that all around that are just, I mean, that looked like a freaking puddle in a rut, and went a little bit deeper than I anticipated. That was fun. Let's look at that. You gotta look back. Cheers! Look at that. Look at that. Oh, the bottom's right there though. I can feel lime rock, so lime rock's only about another foot below that mug, so. Alright. So yep, same technique I've been doing, just kind of plant my teeth like an inch or two below the surface of the base of these saplings, or just brush, miscellaneous shrubbery and trees. Give it a little push. Come in like this. This could be like a how-to video. I mean, this is, again, I'm sure everybody has their own way of doing things, you know, and that's definitely true in the construction industry. But this is the way I've been doing it. It's been working pretty well. Again, and I say everybody has their different ways because everywhere is a little bit different. You know, this is South Florida. The ground is almost all of it's type C soil, except for like when you get down to lime rock. Jesus, look at that root mat. Just drop that. Let's get this restacked. Try to release that dirt. Everywhere's a little bit different though, so. Once those root mats dry out too, in a couple of days, when you come back by and pick them up, all that sandy dirt will just fall right off of them. And that's what happens when you don't do my technique, is you just end up stripping these saplings of all their leaves. And this is, again, hydraulic thumb would just be so much better for little cleanup stuff like that. And I was talking to a guy today on Instagram, and he was asking me about, I guess he's looking into getting a hydraulic thumb or a fixed thumb for his 330. for some land clearing he's going to be doing. And I told him, I was like, look, man, I've been working with this fixed thumb now for a little bit over a week, and every day I bug my higher ups about getting me a hydraulic thumb. So I told him, I was like, look, if you got the extra funds and can afford it, hydraulic's the way to go. Because what did I say? I told him, I was like, if you get the fixed thumb, every day you'll be wishing you had a hydraulic thumb. But if you had a hydraulic thumb, I doubt there'll be very few circumstances where you'll be wishing that you had a fixed thumb. You know? Like, again, it depends on the application. I should have mentioned or asked him what he was trying to do. Like, is it like especially like for what I'm doing, like where it's just as you see all saplings and just like little like tiny like shrubberies and brush or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of a pain in the ass, you know, for cleanup purposes to grab all the twigs and everything breaks off. Where, you know, if I was just clearing, like if I was on a plot of land that had just big trees and I was clearing logs, or primarily moving logs around, then maybe a fixed thumb, it wouldn't be that bad after all, you know, if it was just logs and not a lot of brush and shrubbery. But if it's anything like this, you know, I definitely would. But even in general, even with logs, again, I know you might lose some power having a hydraulic thumb, but I just still think that it's well worth the investment overall. Because even say I'm doing this, and maybe for whatever reasons I want to grade something out or whatever, you know, of course I can do it, you know, but like, look, I can't go past there because then the thumb's going in the ground first. So I can only grade anything that's like at a little bit more than a 45-degree angle away from me. Which again, it just completely depends on the application and like what you're going to be doing primarily. If the machine's just going to be used for stacking logs, then maybe a fixed thumb is all you would need. But if you're doing, like I said, like what I'm doing, clearing a lot of like brush hogging, and then I would personally, you know, and I've had, like I said, I've had a little bit of time to, you know, develop my opinion. And my opinion hasn't changed from the first day, which is I severely wish I had a hydraulic thumb. Plus, they're just more fun to operate, honestly. It's almost like an ease of use kind of thing, or like I don't even know I'm not trying to think of the right way to say it, but you guys get what I'm saying. It's just like it's a luxury, I guess. It totally is. But if you can afford it, then I would say go for it. I highly doubt you'll be regretting it. You know, all I can say though is, I will say this: you really need to take care on whoever installs it, how they install the hoses, and if you have protection brackets, or if you custom make your own protection brackets over the hoses, so that if you're like trying to sideswipe a tree or whatever, you know, in the clearing shit, you're gonna hit it eventually. But you definitely want to protect those hoses and fittings. Because I think that's the main reason this company I'm at doesn't have hydraulic thumbs on their machines, because most of the operators they have wouldn't take care to make sure they don't damage them, you know. So anyways, that's my 2 cents on a hydraulic versus fixed. Completely depends on the application and you know, but overall, if you can afford it, hydraulic is the way to go. And that's from my standpoint. Yeah, but drop a comment if for you guys that have been running a fixed thumb for a while, or a hydraulic thumb, you know, or you know, anybody that's whatever. Let me know. Let me know what your 2 cents on are. 2 cents on it are. What your experience has been. What are the potential drawbacks of a hydraulic? I've already broken. It was like my freaking first day. Actually, yeah, I think it was literally my first day. I broke the damn pin that holds the thumb in place, which again, not my fault at all. It's just the pin was obviously clearly the fact that I broke it on the day one and that it's been fine since now that it's fixed just tells me that it was just worn the fuck out. But anyways, yeah, just if you guys, whatever you guys have experience with, drop a comment. Let me know what your experience is with hydraulic first fixed, maybe the different applications that either or are good in. What your personal preference is, let me know. Let's create a discussion. It's a good topic. It's honestly, you know, I never really thought about it until I got on this machine and was, you know, had to make do and figure it out, make it work. Because at the end of the day, that's part of being an operator. You know, you might not always have the luxuries you want, obviously, and might not always have the creature comforts, but you got to make it happen regardless. The show must go on, fixed thumb or not. Again, like for picking up all these little saplings, like I get way more dirt than I probably would if I had a hydraulic thumb. Again, just to kind of like, you know, right here, you know, anything that's close to me. Let me see if I can find a good example. Like right here, this little twig right here. Like again, with a hydraulic thumb, I just close it up, pick it up, but I gotta kind of play with it to get it to where I want it. I will tell you the technique with the fixed thumb is to be at the right distance from whatever you're trying to pick up. That's what I figured. Is you really want to be, let's see here, like about this far to where like your buckets, you can just kind of close it, put the teeth on the ground, and when you close, the teeth don't go into the dirt, and you kind of just get whatever you want. Because like I said, if you try to pick up something that's close to you, not going to happen. Again, another example, let's see here, right here. This little twig right here, sapling or whatever. Like I could just easily, if I had a hydraulic thumb, closing, snatch and get it. Luckily, obviously, I can just pick this up with the teeth, but I think you guys get the picture of what I'm trying to say though. It would just make cleanup, like again, I'm not gonna waste my time even trying to clean up half of these little twigs like and stuff like this, because it would just be way more trouble. I'd be in the same section all day, not making any production. All right, let's come around to the side, get this all taken care of. Especially if you watch guys like Let's Dig. I mean, he's got that hydraulic thumb on his Volvo 220, and he just makes this kind of work look so easy. Which, you know, he'd probably be a good person to chime in or ask as well what his opinion is. I'm sure he's run equipment with a fixed thumb, and he's definitely, I mean, uh-oh. See, that hose is sticking out like that now. I don't know what I hit or what grabbed onto it. I gotta get out and check that out, see what, make sure it's something critical. Got yanked out there a little bit, no big deal. Still attached. It's not spewing out anything in there. There's a big ass mosquito in here. Get the fuck out. Yep, just me and the skeeters out here. And I'm not a fan of them skeeters. They love me though. I don't know if it's because I'm so freaking white that they can see me better. I swear, I don't know what it is, bro. Mosquitoes fucking love me. I've even like done research, and I actually found something interesting. I think some of it has to do with your blood type, and I think also a lot of it has to do with the amount of carbon dioxide you emit when you breathe. And I'm a big guy, so I guess I emit a lot. I don't know. It's probably the perfect storm of me being easy to see, having the right blood type, and emitting a lot of carbon dioxide. Makes me the perfect skeeter food. I can handle the heat, I can handle everything Florida has to throw at me, but them skeeters, man, they are crucial in the summer. That shit sucks. And if I haven't said it already, or if it's not in this video or whatever, I just wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to my boy Hayden over at Digger Die29. Check him out on Instagram and on YouTube. He's got a channel. Dope dude. Him and I have talked a lot, and we met through social media. Got some great content. Super humble, super nice, knowledgeable dude. And shout out my boy Dirt Surgeon. I don't think he's got a YouTube channel, but I met him on Instagram as well. Another knowledgeable operator, young guy, super cool. He's got a job out in the swamps in Lake Okeechobee, building big ass canals, doing some cool ass stuff. But again, super cool dude. Shout out to my boys. It's just rare nowadays to meet young guys that are like-minded in this industry, you know. So when I do, I try to keep those people in my circle, because it's important to have like-minded, you know, individuals. Nowadays, it's just important to have be surrounded with good people, man, because there's so many shitheads out there nowadays that. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been backstabbed and betrayed and fucked over by so many people that, like, now when I find a good individual, I really do work hard to keep them close, because, you know, I think relationships like that are important in life. They say you are the average of your 5 closest friends, right? So I'll give you an example too of why I do because I'm sure I know somebody's gonna say, "Oh, you're mixing so much dirt in when you push it up, blah, 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 blah." Well, let me show you what happens if I weren't to do that. Try to get them up, you know, like this. I'm sure some of them will come out, yeah. But, see, most of them just get skinned or chopped off. And then I'm going to have to go back through and rake them up anyways. So I might as well just go ahead and rake them first and then come back through and grab them. Again, every area is a little bit different. Maybe in a less thick a brush situation, you could just individually pluck them out, or, you know, in different soil type, or, you know, whatever. But again, for this particular instance, you know, that's another part of being an operator is I know I say it probably so many times you guys are sick of hearing it, but you got to improvise, adapt, and overcome. That's what Bear Grylls says. I'm pretty sure that's where that comes from. Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell you all to drink your own piss next. Just improvise, adapt, overcome. Gotta have a can-do attitude if you want to make it in this industry. All the naysayers are the worst types of people to work with, in my opinion. It's nothing but negativity, and that never solves or helps nothing. said in this video, but you know, with these root mats, now that they're up out of the ground and they're in this pile, they'll bake in that sun and they'll dry out, and when you go to pick them up the next time, it'll fall right off the bone, all that dirt, or whatever dirt's left. Come on. See, that's another good example of, you know, I didn't have that pushed up as far as I thought it. And that's another thing too, what I do, I'll show you here in a second. Is I try to come in from the side like this, and then kind of put my bucket almost flat on the ground. See where the claw's at? It's kind of like a couple inches above what I already raked through, because that technically where the claw is at was like the surface of the ground before I raked through it. So I'll grab right there, so I know my bucket's flat against the ground, and then I curl until I see it close, and then I pull towards me, and that kind of, see, well, again, maybe not the best example in that time, but usually, again, it kind of rips the physics of it, rips the saplings right out. You're gonna have that on these big jobs. There you go. See, that was a better example right there. I try to sit in one spot where I feel like is the best, like the right distance, like I was discussing, because for the fixed thumb you want to be at the right distance for maximum grapple potential. The other thing I was talking to my buddy Dirt Surgeon about is, or he was talking to me about, I think, with, I can't remember if he was talking about what machine, but like, yeah, the overswing on certain machines is definitely a lot worse than others. On the Komatsu, I think I saw a video though that the Komatsu does, I can't remember, no, it might not have been the Komatsu, it might have been the next gen cats have like an updated swing assist, so, you know, you could be swinging full throttle and let go, and it's gonna stop relatively close to where you let go the control. Y'all have to let me know which machine has the best swing control. And also like the ability to move the machine while swinging or doing work is, especially for this kind of work, it's kind of an important factor. I'm gonna keep pushing. Got me a couple saplings with it too. It's surprising actually. This would be a nice root mat right there. Oh yeah. Again, I'll just shake it out as best as I can right now, and when I come back tomorrow, I'll probably get some footage tomorrow, so y'all will see. Perfect example of where a hydraulic thumb would come in handy to get this stuff that's kind of close to the machine. See, I'm gonna have to kind of push it away from me. Now it's a little dirty. Didn't even broke up the. This is these are the moments right here where I'm like kicking myself, and not kicking myself, but it's like, damn, bro. Fuck. over a hydraulic thumb would have been nice. Even though I was able to get that log. If it wasn't that big, I probably wouldn't have trouble with it. Soft ground around here. Yep. Yep, look at these ruts just from... We are making progress. Down the line we go. Call that chewing at it. When I do that, when I'm just basically opening and closing the bucket really fast to beat up against the claw. Commented too about how the joysticks are in the floor for the Komatsu, meaning like the joysticks are kind of like lower down, and yeah, it's kind of annoying for a big guy like me because you can see like where I'm sitting right now, like not even turning. I gotta like sit like this almost, you know. Not really, but it can get in the way depending on how you're sitting for a big guy like myself. Guys, I'll check back. I gotta go to the bathroom again. I'll check back with y'all when something interesting happens, or you know, let me know if you guys. Again, I'm not. To me, this kind of might be a little bit boring to watch for an hour, but shit, if you guys like it, you know, I'll just post raw footage of just me doing this for hours. You know, it's not actually. I should say I don't. It's boring because I watch videos of dudes doing this for hours, so I know there's definitely like people out there like this shit. So. But yeah, for y'all that are following me, subscribed or whatever, let me know if you like watching this content. Do you want me to do more time lapses of it, or what would y'all prefer? I try to mix it up with a little bit of time lapses and a little bit of raw footage. You know, maybe I'll drop a video here and there that's just raw footage. Like, maybe that's what I'll do for this one. I might just drop an hour-long video, just straight raw footage, no time lapses, no music, just, you know, if that's what you guys like, let me know, drop a comment. And I will check back with y'all in a little bit, because I know this glare is getting kind of bad too, maybe when the sun goes down a little bit more.